Get ready to be destroyed, you dipshit atheist patrons. We're about to get blasted by the best arguments you ever heard, straight from Jesus' mouth to your butthole.
Alright guys, I'm gonna destroy atheism real quick.
Why the big rush? You've been uploading minute-long videos destroying atheism for like years now, and atheism's still here. Maybe if you spent more time on this than you would on taking a leak when you're late for a flight, you'd already have destroyed it. Maybe try a 2-minute video for once.
And I'm a little high.
That'll help you form a cogent argument.
Atheism is gonna be destroyed as well as with an atheist intellect.
Can't say my intellect's ever been altered by an argument before. Normally when I want to destroy my intellect, I just get a little high.
So here we go. And it's all big questions right now, and you'll see.
Your videos all begged questions? Can't say I'm surprised, except by your honesty. Circular is a very common form of religious argument.
Are you an atheist?
Yeah.
Atheist says yes.
Yeah.
Are you smart?
That's a good question. I think it's hard to tell if someone's genuinely smart. That's kind of a loose term, and I think there's a lot of different ways to be smart, so the question itself allows for a lot of subjective interpretation. What I find a lot less challenging is figuring out if someone's acting stupid, because there are particular ways of thinking that make you say things that just don't add up. That is, that make you say stupid shit, and I do work hard to avoid those. I went into this a bit more in one of my Donnie Daytona videos, but I guess it's sufficient to say that I consciously try to avoid committing logical fallacies. Now that doesn't mean that I don't fail at times. I probably fail a lot more than I'd like, but hopefully less than average at least, just because I'm paying attention. I think most people probably aren't thinking about that stuff throughout the day, so I think I have a leg up on them. Now, does that make me smart? Well, no, not necessarily. I think there's a big difference between avoiding the kind of fallacious reasoning that makes you say really stupid shit and being actually smart, that is, able to process information with exceptional speed and accuracy. There are a lot of people out there who absolutely blow me away with their efficiency of thought, at least in specific areas, but the funny thing is a lot of the time when they move to a different subject, they sound like complete idiots. That's why I say it's kind of a vague concept. Now, maybe some of the people that I argue against would find it more difficult than I do to check their thinking for fallacies if they actually tried to, although I do think they could improve their abilities drastically if they put in the work over a prolonged period of time. I don't think I'm exceptional in that respect, and I know for sure I didn't always operate the way I try to do now. It's something I had to deliberately learn and improve through practice. This kind of constant self-checking didn't just come out of nowhere. So I guess my final answer is I don't really care about the answer, and I'll leave it up to the individuals watching me to judge.
An atheist will say yes.
If you say so, that's way easier than what I said. So okay, yes then, I guess.
Can you prove atheism to be smart?
No. Atheism is a philosophical position. Smartness is an attribute of a thinking entity. So saying atheism's smart is a category error. Are you trying to ask if I can prove that atheism is a smart position to take that is more justifiable than theism? If so, then yeah, I think so.
An atheist will say no or use a red herring.
I did say no, but just because the question doesn't even make sense. And I have no idea what red herring I would use.
Are you smart now as an atheist?
If they answered yes before, and you've said absolutely nothing relevant in the last 15 seconds that would change their minds, then the answer is still going to be yes.
An atheist will say no.
Wait, the atheist is going to randomly change their mind and decide they're not smart anymore? Okay, maybe, but why would you assume they'd do that?
So therefore, atheism is refuted, along with the intellect of an atheist.
Are they? You haven't even presented an argument yet. How are they refuted? All you've done is discuss some fictional atheist who can't decide if they think they're smart. You can't just jump to saying therefore when you haven't even started to form your argument.
And how is atheism smart when you lack belief but others don't?
Well, according to you, I already think it's not smart, so I guess the answer is it's not, just like the last time you asked the question? Unless I'm supposed to randomly switch my opinion on this for no reason too, in which case, yeah, it is. Okay, but I think what you're trying to ask is something like, how is atheism a smart position to hold if other people don't hold it? Is that about right? And the answer is that people hold different positions and only some positions are right. So pretty much no matter what position you hold, somebody else isn't going to, and that doesn't make it wrong.
Thus, you as an atheist aren't smart.
I'm happy to be called not smart by you specifically. I'd start getting real worried otherwise.
So, duh. Bye-bye.
And therefore theism is refuted along with the intellect of a theist. Because, red herring. One more? One more.
Hey guys, so this one's gonna be a little different. pretty good, but hold on. I think this is God Exists 64.
Yep, and I hope it will be different, because the last 63 of these were really bad and dumb, which is fine sometimes, but a little variety is nice.
So, alright, let me start here. Beauty equals sex.
Nope, it's the same as the other 63. Had my hopes up there for a second. I gotta stop letting that happen, it never works out well.
Plus kids equals objective.
Objective as in not subjective? Or objective as in having kids is the objective of your existence? Who knows? Does anyone watching this care enough to guess? Probably not. And I should have tried to pick some fruit that's still on the tree at least. This fruit fell off years ago and has gone through like several dozen rounds of the food chain.
Or do whores not exist?
No, kids are definitely not the objective with a whore.
Beauty is objective because kids have a family when they grow up.
That sounds like complete nonsense. Probably it is, but let me try to find some argument in there anyway, just to elevate this video a bit. So maybe the idea is that the well-being of children is an objective good, because kids are objectively real? I'm already struggling, but I'm pushing through. Okay, so whores exist because people have a feeling that objectively they should be making babies, and therefore have sex drives that make them want to practice making babies with a whore. And kids have families that last until they grow up because their moms are hot and possibly whores. No, that went wrong somewhere. Maybe the key's in the mathematical symbols.
Beauty equals sex. Plus kids equals objective.
Maybe those are more important than I thought at first. Maybe you worded this so precisely and subtly I just didn't notice. Maybe you're literally trying to say that these three things are equal. Beauty equals sex plus kids equals objective. They're all one and the same, meaning that combining sex and kids is beautiful, and actually hearing that out loud, I think I better stop.
Thus, natural beauty proves God's existence.
I've heard the natural beauty argument a lot in the form, look at the clouds, look at the trees, but never in the form, look at sex plus kids. Points for originality, at least.
Through love being reality's only desire.
But then why didn't it send me my Valentine's Day card this year?
And God is love.
That's fine, but that's not the subject of the video, is it? The title is God Exists, not God is Love. Exists meaning he's objective, and objective is when he combines sex with kids. So God is... Actually, I feel dirty just joking about this, I'm out.
All the more proof.
Red herring!